over the last 3+ decades,
For
what's
the
the
three,
coolest thing that you've seen in packaging?
I would say there's 2 to 3 that I'm like obsessed with, and they're not
Okay,
like new, right? And they always come to mind. And I think of them about consumer, and I think about from technology to lenses. From the consumer standpoint, I'll never forget when Dutch Boy came out with the square paint can with the handle and the spigot, or like it's a pour spout. I
I
was
remember.
obsessed. And I honestly think it was such great consumer insight for a person that doesn't paint a lot. Probably not for a traditional painter that paints every day, but for somebody that's at home, like learning or on the go, trying to work on it, I thought it was
Mhm.
absolutely genius and added value. Now I don't remember how it did in the marketplace, to be honest with you, and I don't paint a lot, so I have no idea what's going on there. But I remember it being so brilliantly done from an insight of design and ergonomics. The other one, I would say, anything upside down. So I had the opportunity to be the privilege of the stand-up tube team with Colgate. I was one small member of a million people worked on that. But if you
Okay.
think about mayonnaise or when shampoo went upside down, or genius, like, and all the caps that went with that, and all the Simply Squeeze caps, and like just brilliant stuff. Have all the valve closures, transformed the industry and how consumers worked, and really used science, the power of gravity, to be able to work and do things in a different way for the consumer. And then from a technology standpoint, I would say the amount of work on coatings and resins are stellar. If I think about some of the work done in bioresins, and I will call out PepsiCo and Konica here, I think it's stellar work, and not because I had the opportunity to work on it. I was impressed with it before I'd worked at PepsiCo. In terms of PHA, or even some of the dissolvable resins, and even some of the work in the paper industry that I've seen from VTT, some of the development industries on, transparent papers, or some of the high barrier paper systems that'll be repulpable, recyclable, or hopefully degradable. Um, Amazing, amazing stuff. Just really cool
Mhm.
stuff. Couldn't get any cooler.
Way cool. Yes, those are really good examples. Going back to your transparent paper, though, Denise, when I started, I have a couple of years on you in my career. When I started, cellophane was one of the biggest materials, definitely in the candy industry. And you think transparent paper, how could paper be transparent? Well, that's cellophane.
Cellophane.
And yep, definitely seeing a resurgence with environmental uh, concerns still being top of mind with a lot of packaging designers. So full circle, look at that.
It is, and it's super cool though. I love it.
It is super cool. Yeah, and there's so much. I mean, we could spend an hour just talking about
So
some of the
great.
coolest things that are
Yeah.
happening right now.